hope y'all can hear me. I think you should be able to. If you can, write something in the chat if you can hear me. I think you can. But I'll go ahead and start off with a couple songs. Maybe just one. I have a couple in mind. A couple I've played, a couple I haven't. One that I've been learning recently is Golden Fiddle, or Little Golden Fiddle. Been learning it from Clifton, Hicks. I learned a lot of stuff from him. But it's a nice little song. It's very short. It's not really a song. I think he called it like a canty fable. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Landon? Yeah. What's up? Okay. Buenas tardes, if you're in Argentina. Nice to have y'all. All right, I'll go ahead and start a little song. So if you can hear me, I'll go ahead and play. I'm not used to streaming, so I'm just using my my laptop's like built-in camera and everything. All right, sound is good. All right, nice. Instead Affe. Instead Affe. Are you from Germany? Instead Affe. All right, cool. All right. I'll get to it then. Hey, ho, the boatman rowed from down the river in a big flat boat. The boatmen sing, the boatmen dance, the boatmen do most anything. And when the boatmen come shore, they spend their money and they work for more. Dance, the boatmen dance, dance, the boatmen dance. Dance all night till the broad daylight. They go home with the gals in the morning. Hi-ho, the boatman rowed from down the river in a big flat boat. The boatman, he's a thrifty man. None can do as the boatman can. Never seen a pretty girl in my life that she was a boatman's wife. Dance, the boatman dance. Dance, the boatman dance. Dance all night till the broad daylight. And go home with the girls in the morning. Hi-ho, the boatman rowed from down the river in a big flat boat. The boatman, he's a thrifty man. None can do as the boatman can. Never seen a pretty girl in my life that she was a boatman's wife. Dance, the boatman dance. Dance, the boatman dance. Dance all night till the broad daylight and go home with the girls in the morning. Hi-ho, the boatman rowed from down the river in a big flat boat. I went on board the other day just to see what the boatman had to say. There I let my passions loose and they clapped me in the calaboose. Dance, the boatman dance. Dance, the boatman dance. Dance all night till the broad daylight and go home with the gals in the morning. Hi-ho, the boatman rowed from down the river in a big flat boat. Anyways, that was it. So thank you. I repeated a verse there. But it's a good song anyways. Can I do Boatman Dance but with a slide on the second to last note of the melody, please. Let's see if I can figure that out. Oh, da, 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 da. Ah, dun, 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 dun. That sounds good. I like that. What's up, Alexander Woodard? Yeah, all right, King. Very good idea. Thank you. Very good suggestion. I'm not going to be able to like do that right now as part of the song, but I could learn that. Maybe put like a short out or something. I may have to incorporate that into my song. Anyways, let me scroll back up. Insalaf. Okay, you're English. I'm only asking because I speak a good bit of German. So, yeah, Coda Chronicles. I'm glad to hear that you're playing your banjo more. That's great. I've gotten a few comments from people who say that. I mean, I think it's a really great community on YouTube. You know, Clifton, Hicks, Blaine Chappell, Aaron Stevens, I think is his name. Zach Sokolo. These are all the people who I watch a lot and who y'all should definitely check out. Okay, nice. So I'm just looking at the chat. You've been playing bass. I also played bass. So my musical sort of introduction was with the bass. And I started playing that when I was like roughly 10 or 11. I played that all throughout like junior high and high school. And I really enjoyed it, but you know, I just stopped. It's kind of hard. I played it classically, so it's kind of hard to take, you know, big stand-up bass around and to continue and play it. So bass guitar is definitely a little bit easier, I think, especially the music you play. I mean, it still can be hard, of course, but yeah, bass guitar, yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. It's just bass guitar has frets, you know. I mean, guitar, I mean, fretless banjo here, fretted banjo, guitar, and I'm sure there are fretless guitars. That would be very hard to play, though. Anyways, I'll try and do the song I've been learning, so if I mess up, please excuse me. But I'm going to have to launch into a little story. If you've already heard the story, you've seen Clifton Hicks play it already, you're going to have to excuse me. But I'm going to start, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to do the story quickly, and then I'll launch into the song. So, once upon a time, there was a man. He played the fiddle, and he played it very well. And he lived in a country where Insel Afa is from, England, a country way across the sea. And he was such a good fiddle player that in one competition, he won a golden fiddle. And the fiddle had a golden bridge, golden strings, golden tuning pegs. There was gold encrusted around the F holes on the fiddle. And at that point, he considered his career over. And he wasn't married at that point, so he went out and got married, and he got himself a wife. And after he got married, he went to his wife. And he said, "Where do you want to go on honeymoon?" And she said, "Well, I don't know. I've never been out on the sea before." So they went out on a boat onto the sea. And the fiddle player's playing some fiddle tunes. He gets to know the captain pretty well. And the captain and the fiddle player are hanging out late at night, sharing a couple of drinks, talking about men things. And eventually they get to the topic of women. And the captain says, "Oh, I can never marry. I can have any woman I want, you know. I don't want to be tied to one woman." And the fiddle player is offended by this. You know, maybe he has some sort of superiority complex or something. But he goes on to say, the captain, well, I love being married, and you can't have every woman you want, actually. I can put my wife in this room with you for an hour, and she'll be true to me. And so he puts his wife in the room with the captain for an hour, and he's waiting outside, and he's listening to the door. And I mean, it's kind of hard to hear through the door, but you can hear people talking. And this is what he says through the door. Be true, my own true love. Be true for one short hour. Be true, my own true love. And the ship that cargoes ours. And what I forgot to mention is that he bet his fiddle of gold, and this sounds familiar to some of you, I'm sure, who like folk and country music. He bet his fiddle of gold against the ship and cargo. And, well, let's just say this is what he hears next. Too late, my own true love. His arms around my middle. He's kissed me once, kissed me twice. You've lost your damn gold fiddle. And that's what he heard through the door. So, kind of a sad story for the golden fiddle player. Oh no, dude, Landon, I'm sorry. And she took her violin. She kept her fiddle of gold, but I'm sorry to hear that, Landon. That's rough, man. I don't have any experience with that, so I can only say gets better with time, as with most things. And what do you know? My bottom string broke, and I've been meaning to replace it. I'm gonna see if I can still play some songs with this, though. I don't think I'll be able to. This is a very, very tragic end to the stream, if that's true. But hold on, let me just get this off the banjo. That's insane. It broke during the stream. I haven't replaced these strings at all, so banjo works out. I don't have any strings for this, by the way. I could go grab some and see if it will work, but these are thick. These are like thick. Banjo strings are very cheap. They're like $10. Let's see. Yeah, it just depends what you get. I only get nylon strings. This actually, incidentally, this is the wound string. This is the metal wound string that just broke. My nylon strings are fine. Nylon strings can snap. Metal strings don't usually break. I guess wound strings, what you call it. But let's see. Let me just. Let's see. Yeah, you can get wound banjo strings. they're typically so like when you hear bluegrass, yeah. So nylon strings, there's sort of a difference. Bluegrass, you're going to hear the really twangy metal sound. Those are wound strings. Nylon strings are more for old time, traditional, folk, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I mean the guitar knowledge there. That's yeah, that's pretty much it. Landon summarized it there pretty well. But nylon strings give more of I don't know, a resonant sound. I have to tune this 1 second. All right, using a tuning app on my phone. I can tune by ear, but I just like to have the tuning app. Anyways, that may not sound that good because I'm missing my bass string, but that's. I'll see if I can play a couple more songs. I'll just answer some questions before I try a couple more songs, just so y'all can get some music out of the actual stream. Two pretty good songs though. I mean, I'll put this up after I stream, but yeah, let's go back. King says, I love the story element. So does Insel Affe. He says, Liebe die Geschichten. Yeah, and Alexander asks, how often do you use the top string on the banjo? It's so if you mean the short string, not very often in terms of like actually noting notes on it. That's more of I don't know, that'd be pretty advanced. It's more of like so if I'm playing claw hammer, I don't have the bottom string, but so my thumb is hitting it pretty much every measure really, because it's a bum ditty if you're playing 2/4. So quarter note, dun 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 dun. So you're playing it pretty often, but you're not noting notes on it. Yeah, grow a stash if you can. If you can't, I mean, still try. Yeah, King. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember the slide on that. Coda, glad. Yeah, okay, I've been here already. I'm from Appalachia. No, actually, I'm from Atlanta. I've been there. I have a picture on my profile. That's what I think was for the stream. I used to go there a lot in the summers. I don't have any family. It's just like a vacation home. But I mean, Appalachia is very nice. It's a very nice region. It's very peaceful, very quiet. The people there are interesting. I didn't really get to experience a lot of like the true, like folk Appalachia culture. But I do have a dulcimer. I can play my dulcimer if this doesn't work. Okay, Appalachian, Pennsylvania. No, I did not play very early. I played music early. I played the string bass early. But I did not start playing banjo until roughly 2 years ago. Can you put nylons on any banjo, or is it like guitar where you have nylon and steel string guitars? Angus Dorr asked that. You can put all nylon strings on it. So like if I can just get my other banjo. This is silly. I just don't like the way it sounds right now. Anyways, yeah, so you can put all nylons on it. That's what I have on my other banjo. But with this one, if it's like a very thick string, you need a wound string. So typically for like the minstrel ones, they'll have the bass string will be a wound string. And that is not always the case. You can get a very thick string for that too. Yeah, Appalachian, Pennsylvania. I've been to Pittsburgh. That's my only experience with that region. Pittsburgh is a very nice city though. How did you learn to play banjo and dulcimer? My sibling has a dulcimer, and I've been meaning to give a shot playing it. Dulcimer is very easy to play, actually. So dulcimer is banjo is not as much. Banjo is associated with like Appalachia and stuff, but it didn't really originate there. There's a lot of interesting history as to where the banjo originated and how it developed, really. So like early banjos and stuff like that would have been made by slaves in the South and in the Caribbean also. So, they're probably made as early as 1620 or something. It was nothing like this. This comes around in like the 1830s and 1840s. This is to my knowledge. I'm not an authority on this history. But yeah, this type of banjo that I'm playing right now comes around in the 1840s, like a Butcher banjo. I think that's how you say his name. This is what this is based off of. This is made by Don Gardner. Cool guy in Ohio. I don't really know him that well, but he's very accommodating. I think that's where I got my dulcimer from as well. Arma Life, yeah. I haven't played Arma Life in a while, but yeah, you can see my Arma VDM clip. Yeah. So this banjo I got from Don Gardner Dulcimers. Gardner's Dulcimers. I love it. It's very good. I have a Deering Good Time. So that's the banjo I got when I originally started playing. It's good to learn on. If you're interested in getting a banjo, I can do a video on that or something. I don't have much experience buying banjos, so I don't want to give out advice where it's not due. But what I wish I had done is look on like Facebook Marketplace and other things like that. Because you can usually find stuff for like $400, and they're good banjos too, like Gold Tone or Recording King, something even better than a Deering Good Time. Deering Good Time is fine. If you're a good banjo player, you can make it sound great. I wouldn't say I'm nearly as good as the likes of like Clifton Hicks or Zach Sokolow or Jaron Paxton or Blaine Cheppel, Aaron Stevens. These are all people who I have on my playlist, my banjo favorites. Jay Crass, I've had my mustache for like 2 years. So it's been getting progressively longer. Yes, my name is actually Knox Massey. Yeah. See ya, Coda. All right. Let me do a couple of music. I'll get back to answering questions. So let me grab my dulcimer and just see if I can make it sound good. So what you do with the dulcimer? See, I can angle my screen down. There you go. I'm wearing shorts right now. I'm not in underwear. Love some Modelo. Anyways, so you do the dulcimer is you put it in your lap. So like I was saying, it's I went into the whole banjo tangent and then I ended it. Dulcimer comes from Appalachia. So that's why it sounds like this. Sorry. Probably recognize the tune, but if you don't, it's Oh Susanna. Anyways, so a dulcimer has drone strings. So like when you play a dulcimer, it's 123. What's up? What's up, the Carrings? I assume you're in Central Europe somewhere. But yeah. So if you're in England, you're going to be unfamiliar to this because this is like a Scots-Irish thing. Scotch-Irish, depends on what you say. I say Scots-Irish just because it's. I think the Easier to sing along on the banjo. I can say, it just depends. I'm just not used to playing this. It's easier to sing along on something that you're used to playing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean Northern Irish and Scottish too. But the endonym is, Scotch Irish. The exonym is increasingly Scots Irish. Okay. Anyways, we all know Celtic music. They're big fans of the bagpipe, and they're big fans of droning notes in their music. And I'm a big fan of it too, despite not being that much Scots Irish. Regardless, this originated, I'm pretty sure, in Appalachia with Scots Irish immigrants, and they made this instrument, I assume, to reflect the tunes that they played, and the kind of music that they listened to and the kind of music that they enjoyed. It's a good instrument. It's a pretty sounding instrument. It's easy to play simple songs on it too. Very easy. I mean, I'm on. It has 5 strings, so it has. It's like what is it? The guitars that have double strings, 10-string guitar or whatever. There's a really good guy from the Isle of Man, whose channel I like, and he plays the 10-string guitar sometimes. Anyways, yeah, so it has 5 strings, and there's one, doubled up, and then the middle string is like for the chord. So, of course, they sound good together. And then there's a bass string that's the same note as the top strings. Oh, ah, oh, ah. Anyways. When I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee, I'm a gone to Louisiana, my Susanna for to see. Well, it rained all night the day I left. The weather, it was dry. From the sun so hard I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. So you can sing to it. Of course, they would never play "Oh Susanna." They'd play something like, Scotland. So stuff like that, Scottish, Celtic. We could play English music on it too. I don't really know a lot of Dulcimer tunes, but sample. I don't really play this at all. I really should. It's a nice sounding instrument. I already said that, but anyways, I'll put this away. I'll just put this right here. But yeah, Post Reunion Swans. I've never heard. I'm assuming that's a band. I don't really listen to a lot of music, to be honest with y'all. I listen to, so YouTube recommended definitely curates a lot of what I listen to. Yeah, let me answer some questions here if anyone has any more. Yeah, no questions. Maybe I can go grab my other banjo and just play a song or two. Yeah, but yes, same. So Landon, same with you. Half American from the 1600s, and then half like 48ers and 24 Ellis Islanders and stuff like that, all from Germany. But anyways, I'm going to go grab that really quickly. It's 2 floors down, so give me like a minute. I might have to tune it too. And a string may break. So if you want to head out, go ahead. But those who want to stay, go ahead and stay. So I'll be right back. Any stairs? Based stairs? Okay, yeah, 4 people. All right, I'll play a couple more songs and then I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Let's see. Yeah. Any stairs? Any stairs in the chat? Yeah, based in Stay Pilled. Yeah. Do I intend on uploading some of my music to Spotify? Yes. So at some point, I'd like to. That really just boils down to me having a repertoire of songs, which I do have. I mean, you see my YouTube channel. I know a decent amount more. But really getting them like recording quality ready, and then getting to somewhere where I can record. So, anyways, let me tune this up. What did I want to play? I think I wanted to play. You know, the first song I learned to play on banjo. And every time I used to pick my banjo up, let's see how rusty I've gotten on the song too. First song I learned to play. Man, it's nice having the power of one of these banjos instead of the fretless one. Anyways, if you can recognize it, good for you. If you can't, I'll tell you afterwards. It's a very American song. I got a girl at the head of the creek, going up to see her brother named Little Me. She's got a kiss as sweet as anyone, wraps up around me like a sheep that I buy. Going up the Cripple Creek, going in a rhyme, going up the Cripple Creek down Little Farm, going up the Cripple Creek, going in a whirl, going up the Cripple Creek to see my girl. I got a girl and she loves me. She's as sweet as sweet can be. She's got eyes of baby blue, makes my gun shoot straight and true. Going up the Cripple Creek, going in a run, going up the Cripple Creek to have a little fun. Going up the Cripple Creek, going in a whirl, going up the Cripple Creek to see my girl. Cripple Creek's deep, away to Cripple Creek for I sleep. Cripple Creek's wide and Cripple Creek's muddy, and I'm so drunk that I can't stand steady. Going up the Cripple Creek, going in a run, going up the Cripple Creek to have a little fun. Going up the Cripple Creek, going in a whirl, going up the Cripple Creek to see my girl. Anyways, that's Cripple Creek, as Landon pointed out in the chat. I do have a recording of that on my channel. I feel a total bliss at the moment. Ha ha ha! I'll buy a banjo ASAP. Amen. Recommendation: local marketplaces, local Facebook, Craigslist, whatever. Find instruments that people bought and haven't really played that much. An unfortunate fate for many instruments, but I know some of my Dulcimer over there is 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 staring at me like, why don't you play me more? Anyways, Jackson in the Valley. I do know. Back in the summer of '61, Stonewall Jackson's fame was won. Down the valley and back again. Stonewall. I don't know. Stonewall's boys did march and win, something like that. Anyways, South Park theme. Yeah. I mean, banjo's a great instrument. It's very easy. It's I won't say it's easy because an instrument is never really easy to learn. Yeah, Jackson in the Valley. Yeah, I could do Jackson. So favorite bands. I think somebody asked that. I love Second South Carolina String Band. I got it. So the first real taste of like folk country banjo music that I got, and I'm gonna I'll play like a song or two more. So I saw my banjo here, but first taste I really got that I really enjoyed was a band called the Country Gentlemen. I'm not sure where they were from. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if they're from Arkansas or if that's the Dillards. But they're two '60s folk bands, and they're like real folk. Bob Dylan's a very good musician, but I think he wrote a lot of songs. I hesitate to call it not real folk, but I think you understand what I mean. Songs that have a tradition of being passed down within communities and stuff like that. Yes, Tennessee. Bob Dylan's good. I mean, I love Bob Dylan. Like all along his rendition of "All Along the Watchtower," I think he played that. I don't really listen to him a lot. Let me see. What I like. Sorry. The answer is blowing in the wind. But he has a lot of good songs. I'm just saying these are people from like Arkansas who are playing their music, and it's very obvious if you listen to the recordings. But one of my favorite albums is Live at the Mecca, finally. And I think it's by the Dillards. 97th Regimental. I think I've heard of them. I think they're from like Connecticut or something. You recently, yeah, I just like the old time music songs that have history behind it. I love Bob Dylan, but I just prefer the old time. Anyway, so I got into Country Gentlemen, Dillards, and then I think I found like Second SC, and that around that time is when I got my banjo. And I found a guy. He's from Maryland, and I need to remember his name because he got me into clawhammer, and it was like the simple method for clawhammer banjo. And he was just like, look, guys, like, you can play banjo. You don't have to go, You don't have to do that. You can just go. I got a girl at the head of the creek, going up to see her about the middle of the week. You can just sort of play it like a guitar, You just like it's. I don't really know that much about guitar, but you play it sort of like a backing track. Anyways, yeah, Emerson, 4-string, 17 fret banjo that's been in your family since the 1800s. Yeah, dude. I would do some research and see what you really have. Because if it's been in your family since the 1800s, I'm not going to say it's like wildly expensive, but 17 so if it's a 4 string banjo, I have one, but I don't really play anything on it. If it's a 5-string banjo, any song recommendations for beginners that I can give is Cripple Creek. It teaches you shifting, it teaches you slides, and it's a good melody, and it's fun to sing along to, and you can just learn the chords. It's C, G, C, G, D7. That's it. So, yeah, anyways, let's see. Yeah, I keep derailing myself. But yeah, so the bands that I really liked, I got my banjo and then second SC, and then, it's sort of progressed to individuals, I think, who do covers and all that other stuff. But a lot of these people on YouTube will be very they'll go deep. They'll find 1915 fiddle recording from Corinth, Mississippi, and be like, oh yeah, I just learned this tune from this recording of this guy. Ostulin, how long have you been playing? I've been playing 2 years, so not that long really. 2 years is a while, but I'd say 2 years is if you play it a medium amount, it's where you get to a point where you're like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty good, I can play. But there are people born with a banjo in their hand who are just insane. I can think of a couple, but yeah, they're not similar in the fact that a banjo has an open tuning, so it's just designed in a very different way. Classical guitar, again, I don't know much about guitar. I like classical guitar. I like, yeah. See ya. Have a good night. I know you're up late. I like classical guitar. I like Tarrega, I think, is a composer. Or maybe he's a player. I just know there's one, he's some English guy. Landon, you may know him. I think he's English. I'm not really sure. He has an English-ish name. But there's one performance. Gosh, it's like Capriccio at Arabe or something. Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I don't want to get too derailed. Anyways, all right. Let's see. Do you like the Bluegrass Primus song XD? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Let me Google that. I hope this doesn't mess up. Bluegrass Primus song. Bluegrass Primus. Oh, Devil Went Down to Georgia? If you're talking about the band, yeah. Tarrega Capriccio. Yeah, okay, so I got it. Exactly. Yeah, I love that. Musi Den. Okay. I have not learned any German folk songs. Yeah, Musi Den. Yeah. Hey, dude, go to bed. If you have work tomorrow, dude, go to bed. I'll be here. I'll be here. No. I don't prefer not to play Dixie. I'm just. song that I'm not that good at. Plus, people will get annoyed, and it's just whatever. So, I mean, you being from Pennsylvania, still liking the song, that's cool. You know, Pennsylvania is a northern state. I don't think it's a very good. Like, I can play it, I just can't play it very fast. Um, and it's just not a song that I don't know. It's like there are songs that you can play, and then there are songs that you can play. You know, like there's songs that you can like play and sing along to and is good, and then there are songs that are just the songs that you can play without singing along to, but it's hard and it's like halftime. So that was Must Then. Yeah. And no German folk songs I've learned from my family. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, if any of y'all know this, I may be surprised. That's the whole song. Well, it's not the whole. You repeat it, but it's called Alle Vögel sind schon da. Yeah, Dutch Amish. It's probably this tune, like the melody, probably exists. Yeah, so that's called Alle Vögel sind schon da, and it's like Alle Vögel sind schon da. I do know Waltzing Matilda. It's on my channel. I could play it right now. Hold on, let me just. I've been talking a lot, but I'll play it. I like playing it on the fretless banjo more, though. I don't really like the banjo I've been playing. It's good. It's what I learned on, but it's not my favorite. Is there a Lancaster in the U.S.? There's probably a Lancaster in like half the states in the U.S. Do I know the German song Lisa? No, I don't, but I'll listen to it. Treuer Bergvagabunden. Yeah, okay, that's probably that sounds pretty cool. Yeah. If it's Ostulin. Yeah, if you haven't heard, yeah, I mean, check out my video if you haven't heard it. I mean, I can play it. I'm from Atlanta. I'll be moving to New York, though. New York City. Very soon, actually. I got my fretless banjo afterwards. I got it like a year or so afterwards. Best purchase I've made musically. Yeah, so that was Alle Vögel sind schon da, alle Vögel, alle. Welch ein Singen, musizieren, pfeifen, zwitschern, tirillieren. Frühling will nun einmarschieren, kommt mit Sang und Schalle. So it's like all the birds are here, all of them. Alle Vögel sind schon da, alle Vögel, alle. What a singing and like musicking. Welch ein Singen, musizieren. Pfeifen, zwitschern, like tweeting, like yeah, that was a Discord ping. Zwischen tirillieren, Frühling will dann einmarschieren, spring wants to march in, kommt mit Sang und Schale. It comes with like song and celebration, I think. Discord server. I mean, I could make one. That'd be neat. I do use Discord a decent bit. No, I don't have it. Well, I do, but it's not for this. I could make a separate one. Yeah, okay. Dienhen, It seems super cool. Started looking into them, but haven't been able to find anything that's a good price for you. Yeah, they're gonna run more expensive, and you're not gonna find used ones. Oh, actually, in terms of a banjo, they're not that expensive. But I understand, I'm not, people aren't trying to drop like 750 on some instrument, you know. I think that's like roughly what I got mine for, 700 or so. Again, wonderful purchase. I'm glad I did. Banjo Discord server. Based Banjo Man Discord server. Yeah. Charlie Kirk says, did Roman's sister actually have Yevgeny Prigozhin's sister at grandfather? No, he did not. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, there's a Lancaster. I think it's in Northern England. I think there's like a Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or like New York or something. I think it's in Northern. I could be completely way off. Yevgeny. Damn. Yeah, sorry, Charlie Kirk. Yeah, yes, Pennsylvania. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. All right, sorry. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he sat and waited till his belly boiled. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up came a jump, but a drinking by that billabong. Up jumped the swag man and grabbed him with glee. And he sang as he stuffed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he stuffed that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up rode the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he stuffed that. Oh wait, that's not what happened. And he. What did I do there? Oh, I'll just restart that. I'm so sorry. Up rode the squatter, mounted on his thoroughbred. Up rode the troopers, 1, 2, 3. Where's that jolly jumbuck you've got in your tucker bag? You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Up jumped the swag man and sprang into that billabong. You'll never catch me alive, said he. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll never waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he stopped that jumbuck in his tucker bag. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Anyways, I messed up the lyrics there a good bit, but the song was still good. as I am wont to do when I am not recording and just sort of chilling and hanging out. Anyways, I see we've dwindled down to about 3 people. Anyone who's been here the whole time, I think Landon, you've probably been here the whole time. Charlie Kirk, I know you're just joining. Instant Alpha, thank you for staying. Have a good night's rest. Yeah, have a good night's rest, man. What time is it? Like 2? Yeah, Deanhan. Okay, Deanhan, what's up? Okay. Anyways, thank you. Everyone who's still here. Yeah, normal hours. Okay. Dude, not for me. Yeah. Okay, numbers are off. Interesting. Hey, got to get back to work. Hey, man. Well, sounds like you are in Australia. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'll do another one of these sometime. I'll try to be more prepared. I'll try to not to have my banjo string break. But it's been nice hanging out with y'all. I'm glad you've been able to ask questions and I've been able to answer them instead of just replying to your comments. Yeah, Banjo Discord server. So I'll think about that. That'll be in the works. You've seen my community post. So anyways, man. Any last requests? I'll do one song if I can play it well. Oh, Susanna. Okay, all right. I'll play a little bit. We'll see if I get. Well, I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my Susanna want to see. When it rained all night that day, I left the weather, it was dry. The sun so hot, I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I will come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Not a lot. Thank you for the sub. When I had a dream the other night when everything was still, I thought I saw Susanna, she was coming down the hill. A red rose was in her mouth, a tear was in her eye. Says, I'm coming from the south, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, oh, don't you cry for me. I would come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. But when I get to New Orleans and then I'll look around, and when I find Susanna, then I'll fall on the ground. And if I do not find her, then the sky will surely down. And when I'm dead and buried, oh Susanna, don't you cry. Oh Susanna, oh don't you, oh don't you cry for me. I would come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. not the best run there, but I hope you enjoyed. That is another song. That might be the second song I learned playing banjo. I learned just to sing along to the chords. So that's what I was doing a little bit there. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this. We're right over an hour. I don't want to keep you all any longer. Yes, I'm glad people like my music, man. I just did it because I'm getting a Discord call. And I know exactly who it's from. So see y'all. Have a good night.